I'm Jacob, and I've been developing games for the past few years, both in private and on YouTube. Basically, all we're going to be doing is I work as a game developer. Well, game developer adjacent. And you can find my games. Well, I've never really released any games. Damn. The truth stings. Let me start over. I'm Jacob, and I'm going to prove to my mom that I can make a game in 5 days. Okay, so let's start by figuring out what kind of game to make. Maybe something about moms. Or sticking it to moms. Or sticking it in I'm getting off track. Since I'm not really good at thinking of game ideas, I decided to join a game jam. For those of you who aren't well versed in the hip game dev lingo, a game jam is like a cooking show for games. It's a time to come together and show off, like I did with your mom. Sorry, I'm just... Anyway, I found a jam hosted by fellow YouTuber and professional crocodile wrestler, Lost Relic Games. And his sweet Australian lips say the theme best.
Connection.
Something I've never had. Thanks, John. So I hopped on the live stream and started brainstorming ideas. Okay. So one idea I have is like these two prisoners here are connected by their umbilical cord. Genius. Look, I don't want to say I'm good at game dev, but... Well, honestly, if I said that, I think I'd be lying. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. The ship's presumably... Oh, okay, there. In the game, two players are connected together by an umbilical cord and have to work together to solve puzzles. Next, I modeled a key and a door, because a key and a door is like peanut butter and jelly, or rice and soy sauce, or a mother and her son. I decided to use Unity's in-engine physics system, because we get some really good rubber banding. Stretchy! I made the little cubes fly away when you finish because fuck gravity. The environment is looking kind of plain. So, I decided to add some flames. Nah, it doesn't fit. Honestly, I suck at 3D modeling, but I needed some items. So, I decided to go with some simple household junk. I made some books, a magnifying glass. I got a globe here. And, this thing. It's like, ding dong, ding dong. You've seen it before. Not now, Einstein. Enough horsing around. The clock's ticking and it's time to design some levels. Honestly, I suck at designing levels. Wow, it's starting to sound like I picked the wrong career field. Now, the gameplay loop is nice, but we need some progression. See, when you're designing games, you need to progressively get harder and harder until it's rock solid.
That's what she said!
I added some jumps to get to the key, but it was getting too easy. So we got some taller cubes and a little pull feature so you could pull the other player. So now we've got some jumps, some falls, and this. We need to give the second player something to do. And like my father always told me, when in doubt, buttons. As a father myself, I'm always spending way too much time on the computer. Let's pop in a clock that shows the real time so you can see just how much time you've actually wasted. The game's coming together nicely. Honestly, better than I expected. But since it's a game jam, we have a deadline. We've got about 2 more days to create a few more levels. So first things first, let's create a looping intro screen. Looks nice, but it needs some tunes. I hopped in Ableton and started banging one out. Eventually, I made something work.
So I came up with this nice, somber song. Let's pop it in the intro. And now that we've got this all ready, let's just finish up the levels here. We need to make it more difficult, so let's add some lava, because that shit's hot. And the good thing about having kids is you have some great playtesters. Unfortunately, they have the same misguided taste in fun mechanics as me.
I need a slingshot.
With that, it seems to me the game is finished. So with a few hours left, we just have to submit it. I couldn't think of a description, so I asked OpenAI to create one for us. Not bad. Thanks, GPT-3. There were some issues with the browser build, but in the end, it got finished. I also created a separate Windows build if you prefer to play it like it was meant to be played. If you want to give it a go, the link's in the description, and I guess, take that, Mom.